Good morning, everyone. Welcome into the 5-minute morning devotion. I'm so glad you chose to join me this morning for this devotion, and I pray that it is a blessing to you. Today we are continuing our journey through the book of Psalms, and we're on Psalms chapter 18. And Psalms 18 is a lengthy psalm, and so now we're going to break this down in sections, and today we are going to read Psalms 18, 1 through 6, and we're going to talk about it a little bit this morning for our devotion. Psalms 18 and 1 says, I love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. The cords of death encompassed me. The torrents of destruction assailed me. The cords of Sheol entangled me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress I called upon the Lord. To my God I cried for help. For his temple he heard me. My voice and my cry to him reached his ears. Now, David, Psalms 18, is prayer to the Lord from David for deliverance from all of his enemies. And he's describing this, and he's talking about, especially from the hand of Saul. He's talking about, he begins it with saying, I love you, Lord. He's giving him praise and adoration for his strength and for his protection, for being a strong and mighty foundation, for being his deliverer, his God, in whom he could take refuge, and the horn of his salvation, the stronghold in which he could run into and find shelter. And then he says, I called on the Lord, and he he saved me. And that's why he's worthy to be praised. He saved me. He said, the cords of death encompassed me. The torrents of destruction assailed me. The cords of Sheol, or the grave, entangled me. The snares of death confronted me. He said, I was so close to death many times that it seemed as though the hand of death would reach out and take hold and was going to encompass me and take me out. He said, but in my distress, I called upon the Lord, and the Lord heard my cry for help. I want to encourage somebody today and let you know that it may seem as though you are walking through seasons and situations and circumstances that are beyond you. And it seems as though that it is so close to taking you out that it seems it would be impossible to even achieve victory. But you need to understand this. When you call upon the Lord, he hears your prayer, and he will come and answer your prayer. Don't ever give up hope as long as there is breath in your being. Understand and know, as long as there's breath, there can be a cry for help. And as long as there can be a cry for help to the Lord can hear, and the Lord can deliver. So in this first part of Psalms 18, I want you to understand what David is saying to us and is encouraging us to do. And that is, call upon the Lord in our distress, and the Lord is the one that can bring refuge, strength, and deliverance from the hand of our enemy.